this thing is a symbiotic relationship. They need to come here. Look, let's face it. When you talk about the Osogbo school, who founded the Osogbo school? It was Uli Bear. He got people together, play and so on. If you hear about the Mbayo club, the Wole Soyinkas, the Chinua Achebes, the JP Clarks and so on. Somebody started it, catalyzed it. Madam Susan Wenger was a woman that left our advanced country, abandoned our religion, abandoned our people, came to my country and spent 50 years to live in the bush, which you and I will not live. She could speak Yoruba better than you and I. She was an Oshogbo priestess and became a reference point in terms of knowledge about what is Oshogbo. And if I ask you, what is Oshun? Who is Oshun? People don't know. They say he's a goddess. Oh, God damn it. Oshun was just the wife of a human being called Shogo. And Shogo was a human being, was a Alaafin of Oyo. He was the one that created the Oyo Empire. So, at the end of the day, every religion has its own myth. They create a myth around you, around people. And then people begin to follow this. The followers create that myth. They blow it out of proportion, and fools take it up as a religion. That is all it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, when you look at it, it's a problem in our society. Our lack of believe in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. When I was growing up, when I speak English, they tell me, don't speak vernacular. Don't speak vernacular. They used to cane me for speaking Yoruba. And now there is no more colonial masters. Why are our children not speaking our language? Why are we throwing away our culture? Why are we throwing away our language? Why must a Yoruba child prefer to speak English and pose that you can speak English? I don't say you should not speak English, but please speak Yoruba. That is your own culture. That is where your gene factor is all attached from. So we have a problem in this country. We cannot identify who we are, both leaders and followers. We do not look into our past, the greatness of our past, and sell it. I was in Singapore. In Singapore, they take you to a room as a child in their museums and tell you about what Lu Wang did for Singapore, how Singapore was a forest to become what it is today. In my country, we don't talk about that. There is no civics in my country, no history in my country again in secondary school. Doing my little bit with my little resources. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm sponsoring a drawing competition in secondary schools in Ife. As I'm speaking to you now, I sponsor children's workshop. As I'm speaking to you now, I am packaging the workshop for Nigerian artists with the University of Lagos Creative Art Department, which is taking place in August. I'm doing let's all of us do our little bit.
Yes.
Let's do our little bit and stop looking up to government to do something. The little bit we can give society, let's do it. Let's contribute. Let's choose our own area. In whatever stupid area you feel you can contribute, take it and do something. And we should stop looking up to government. So I'm doing my little bit. There are others that are doing their little bit, and that is the way we can grow it. As I'm speaking to you, I have a scholar from University of Texas who is here to look at the grassroots photography, because I'm into photography. Her name is Kimberly Gant. I just dropped her now. She's from University of Texas. She's going to be around for 2 months under my foundation, and she's going around looking at photography at the grassroots and writing a PhD thesis on that basis. And then in the process, there is a network being created for Nigerian artists and Nigerian photographers for them to grow. You know, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm arranging with the Art and Art Foundation in Washington, D.C. for our Americans to come to Nigeria and Nigerians to go to America on a workshop interactive basis.